Hey guys, what's up? Roku here, and we're back with some more League of Legends content. This one is going to be a short video because I'm not really, breaking anything down or making a guide. This video is basically just covering the Darius compensation buffs. Yes, we're going to be getting compensation buffs in patch 11.14. The date of it is in the 8th of July, Thursday, so from one week from now on, we will get our compensation buffs. Now, some of you might be wondering what the composition buffs are, and I'm gonna get right into them right now. Now, when I saw this, I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, okay, whatever. Because everybody and their grandmother knew that Darius was gonna get some sort of compensation buffs, because up until this point, Darius was basically balanced around having Strikebreaker, okay? So he was given a lot of, one massive nerf, and one still big, but not that big of a nerf to him, because of Strikebreaker existing. Okay, so they nerfed his passive, and they nerfed his E. And the ideal compensation buff would be to give him his passive damage back, but it didn't have any hope in Riot. I guess they kind of, exceeded my expectations here because they actually did revert the nerfs. They didn't revert E fully, but they revert the passive bonus damage, They reverted the Noxian Might nerf completely, okay? So yeah, this is huge because if some of you guys might have felt this, but Darius does not feel like a lane bully. Okay, like a lot of bruisers would just ignite, straight out beat you, even if you outplay their abilities. Now that's no longer the case. Well, it's gonna be the case in some instances, but we definitely get our damage back, which makes Darius more of a lane bully now, which is amazing. I love these changes, and Darius honestly needed them. Now let's just go into the wiki to show that they didn't really revert E fully, as you guys can see. They gave us our early game E cooldown back, but they didn't revert the late game cooldown of E fully. They just, they basically gave us, 2 more seconds, 14 seconds instead of 12. But I honestly don't care about this at all. Now, the E nerfs were massive, but they're not nearly as massive as the Noxian Might nerfs because they removed so much damage from him. Like, they removed a ton of damage from him. You actually look at, in the wiki, it shows, a table for how much AD it is per level, right? So, it's, 1080 from level 1, and as it goes up, it's more and more AD that's just missing, okay? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 30, there's a lot of AD that was missing from his kit that was just gone. And 1080 might not sound that massive, but when they gave this nerf, you have to understand that 1080 is damage that's gone from your passive, the bleed passive, damage that's gone from your auto attacks, damage that's gone from Q, damage that's gone from W, and our ultimate, okay? So we dealt less damage for the entire game, okay? And the amount of how much less damage would range, okay? So in earlier fights, level 1, it would be basically one auto attack's worth of damage that we would just be missing. And the thing about Darius in level 1 is a lot of times it is that one auto attack that allows for a lot of champions to actually kill him, okay? Currently, we are in patch 11.13 right now. You can't really get a lot of kills in level 1, okay? Starting fights in level 1 through cheese with W or whatever just did not really work that well. And you would legit not kill anybody if you took D shield. You have to take D blade to have a chance of killing people. And even then, it's it's iffy whether you could do that in the first place. But now, with the new passive damage, it's just gonna be way better to get kills in lane with Darius, and we can actually fight back better versus some of these bozos who take ignite. So yeah, I am gonna be loving these buffs. Okay, especially this buff, because yeah, like I said, a lot of champions just killed him. And for those of you who want to know how badly Darius is doing and why he needs these buffs, let's just check it out. So we are in 11.13. So let's just scroll down. Let's just sort it by tiers, okay? So yeah, S tier, nope. A tier, nope. B tier, C tier, D tier. Darius is just doing so horribly right now. And he is horribly regardless of the elo, okay? So he is horribly in low elo, he's horrible in high elo, he is just, let's just check all elos, just everywhere, he is just complete doo-doo, right? Just horrible win rate, pick rates going down the toilet, and his ban rate's also less, but it's still there. But yeah, I don't even know why people ban Darius anymore, because you just let the enemy pick him, and you pick something into him, and you just basically get free LP, so That's kind of funny. But still, though, right? Regardless of that, we are getting our buffs, which is gonna be massive. And yeah, if you actually look at a lot of bruiser matchups, like Darius would straight up just like, you know, die in lane against most of them, right? Even when he shouldn't. Okay, so like a lot of bruisers, the ones that can take comfortably ignite, right, have very good chances of killing him and just destroying him in lane, all that. Some of these are getting kind of depressing. Okay, whatever. But yeah, you get the point, right? Darius was no longer as much of a lane bully as he used to be, but this is gonna, you know, change that for him. So our objective for now, as a community of Darius players, is to survive. We gotta survive until the 8th of July. Then we get our glorious passive damage back, after which point we can, you know, get a chop on, so to speak. You know, just start killing people top lane, start omni-manning them, as usual, you know? So, yeah, as for, I've done a bunch of playtesting with the builds, by the way, and it seems like the build is just remaining exactly the same as, you know, before. Stridebreaker or Triforce, and then just, you know, the usual build of Sterak's and then full tank, you know? I personally have been building Stridebreaker a lot more because I have to work with my team, and then 90% slow comes into handy like a lot when you're, you know, piling on someone and, you know, immobilizing them to kill them. So yeah, if you're more independent or split pushy, or, you know, if you're up against more mobile champions, maybe Triforce might be better, but it really depends on your circumstance, and it more so actually depends on the team comp you're playing against. I'm having, like, you know, a decent time trying Stridebreaker. You know, I personally haven't been having the worst time playing Darius in high elo. Just, my win rate has been, I guess, 50%. I've just been hovering around, like, 200 LP-ish right now on my main account. So, yeah, just high elo, but, like, you know, definitely not climbing, because you have very little impact on the game as a top laner, and especially as Darius this patch. But, yeah. As for the matchups, I would say that, the new buffs are gonna make the range matchups, the really bad matchups, a bit, you know, less bad. Because the things into like some of the worst matchups is that E cooldown being so long gave some of our enemies very big windows, like during which they could just, you know, punish us a lot. Okay, so the E cooldown being reverted helped us, like earlier on, is gonna help us against some of these bad matchups. But as passive damage coming back is going to make it so that we're going to be able to put up more of a fight against a lot of matchups. Some matchups like Jax and stuff actually became kind of unwinnable if the Jax had a brain, but it's like, you know, we're just going to have a lot better of a time. I don't know what else to say about this changes. So yeah, this is just a quick little report to keep you guys updated on the state of Darius, and I'll let you guys know if anything else changes. But yeah, that's permission for this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.